Hello, dear explorers. Nice to meet you again, or nice to meet you if you come here for the first time. Today I'm going to talk about a gene key or a gate, in case you are more familiar with human design and the gene keys. A key that is very active in my profile, and the gene key that was very interesting to contemplate over and over again in my life. Today I will talk about the gene key number 40. This gene key activates my attraction sphere in the gene key profile, and in the human design it's the subconscious moon. And this sphere, or this planet in the human design chart, activates a lot of interesting dynamics in each of our personal profiles. So, gene key 40. In case you have it in your profile, I am very curious how it played out for you, especially curious how it plays out for people that have defined and undefined will centers. In case you are into human design, I'm very curious about that. Please let me know. In case you don't know that yet, I will offer some information about it and hope soon it will be more clear for you. So when starting contemplating about this key, I always think about the balance between work and rest. And I start with this because 40 is a gene key activating the Virgo archetype in astrology. As you know, I work as an astrologer, and I also use gene keys and human design to better understand the profiles and the charts of my clients, but mainly I start looking at the charts through astrology. And Virgo, the sign that activates this key, is a sign that loves work and is very pragmatic about work, is very organized about work, and methodical and lover of routine and lover of efficiency. You would maybe think like, oh, I don't love my work. I'm not necessarily talking about loving your job, even if that might be the case, but loving to work if you found your passion or your calling. So many times people that have this key are very committed to doing the work they love and to being efficient and to working for others, and I will go immediately into that. So what I found especially difficult about this key, at least in my case, is to know when to stop, to know when you are about to exhaust yourself. Because many times this activation makes you work too much or makes you not work. It might get into extremes. So at the shadow level, exhaustion is a problem for this gate, and the channel 40 with the key, even the programming partner, so they are both in the channel and programming partner 37. This channel is a projector channel, and as you know, in human design, projectors many times get exhausted because they think they have enough energy to work as generators do, and surprise, we don't. Or we have a different energy, not that we don't have it, but it's different. So at the shadow level, as the word says, where are you exhausting yourself, and how does being exhausted look for you? Maybe it's not necessarily, wanting to sleep more, or maybe having problem with your health, but maybe it's being bored or lacking concentration, as it happens in my case. I have many Gemini placements, as you know, so for me concentration on one certain topic can be a problem, and it's also one of the shadow aspects of this activation of this key, that many times it doesn't stick to just one topic or just one path to going and working towards getting results. So for me, exhaustion is like being scattered and not being able to concentrate. So contemplate how being exhausted looks for you, and give it space to show, because many times being exhausted has different meanings for each of us. Maybe for some people it might be anger, showing a lot of anger, or it might be impatience, and so on. And if you dig deeper, you would see that maybe you are just exhausted. At the gift level, this gene key is very strong, and is very strong because let's remember it's a gene key that activates the will center, the ego center in the human design chart. So these people know when to say no and when to say yes when they are in the gift level. So as long as you know when to say no and when to say yes, and as long as you remember that maybe sometimes you have to slay some dragons into your way of doing what is on your way, on your real path, that might bring some clarity. 40 is about the gift of resolving, and the gift of resolve, and it's very strong. It's a very strong key, and the no of a 40 is a no, and the yes of a 40 is a yes. And especially if you have gate or key 38 in your profile, the fighter key, this can be like a really strong combination. At the CD level, this key becomes absolutely extraordinary. I hope I will wrap up soon my contemplation about the 7 sacred seals. It's something out of this world, and this CD, the CD of the divine will, is out of this world. So what happens with 40 when it gets even higher than the gift level? What happens is that they understand that something higher than themselves exists. Maybe some people see it as a form of energy, some people see it as God, some people, I won't get into that discussion, but it's, at least in my case, it felt like truly relaxing, because you just know that if you surrender to a divine will or a higher will, or if you understand that there is something more, something greater, something unexplicable out there, you just relax. And I find that key 40 has a real ability to relax. And this relaxation feels in the body, and this is the connection with the 7 sacred seals, because 40 is the one that heals, it's one of the healer gates, and is the one that heals repression. And it heals it through relaxation. And many times people having this key, when they go into the gift level and the CD level, they are capable of relaxing in their own body and having this effect on other people too. Like, I don't know how it plays in your case, but in my case it played as seeing people relax a lot in my present, and me relaxing a lot in other people who have this amazing gift in their profile. So yeah, how does it play for you? Please let me know. What I also wanted to point about this gate is that the love of work is very related to love, and it's also a love gate, a tribal love gate, and the tribal love gates love to work for the ones they love. So many times this key has to find what they love, or who they love, the tribe or the community they love, or the partner they love, or something they love, to pour all that energy. So the love of work blends with love. And when this happens, they love to provide. The tribal gates have a lot of love to give to the others. And it's also a very touchy gate. It's also a very sensual gate. They love touching, they love sensual pleasures, and here it's a point that I will talk more in, I will debate more in the Virgo archetype video I'll make soon. Virgo is a sign that fascinates me a lot because it blends this energy of work and of being perfectionistic and being meticulous, but also being very sensual and very ritualistic and very spiritual. So when you contemplate 40, think about this. How does the sensual part play in your life? And if you have Virgo placements, take a look at that too. So many stuff to tell about 40. This is what I felt is relevant for now. And the ring also, the ring uh, in which this key is placed is called the ring of alchemy. So whenever I think of alchemy, I also think about the blend between human and spiritual, between sexual and spiritual, and so on. So it's a very strong key. I find it very much related to the body and to the ability to relax, and also very much related to the power that you get from something that is higher than we are. Hope I wasn't too abstract. It's a gene key that I also contemplate continuously, and I will be very open to see how it plays in your life. And in case you want to read more about it, the article I wrote about it will be in the description. Thank you very much for listening, and meet you soon.